María, la puerta. María.
Ay, Tomás.
Hello, Mr. Gonzalez. I'm Whitney, your home health nurse. I'm here today to admit you to home health services.
Oh, la enfermera, the nurse. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. Thank you. Come on in. Have a seat. What will we be doing?
You were referred by the skilled nursing facility after your stroke to have home health services. The services will include me, a registered nurse, physical therapy, a social worker, speech therapy, and a registered dietitian. Now, our combined goal is to help you become more independent in your own home. Now, can you tell me, how are you feeling today, or if you're having any other problems?
I feel a little bit weak in my right side. Occasionally, I'm hard swallowing, but it's no big deal.
Okay. Weakness. Now, have you had any falls?
No falls.
Ay, Tomás. Si te caíste en la cocina ayer, I found him on the floor. I was afraid I wasn't be able to pick him up. Gracias que no te lastimaste. He didn't hurt himself, at least this time. He's so stubborn, and he never listened to me.
María, te preocupas mucho. She worries too much.
Well, it sounds like we may need a little more therapy. We'll have a physical therapist work with you on your strength. Okay, now I see here that you are diabetic. Are you checking your blood sugars regularly?
I check his blood sugar every day. They range from 70 to 150.
Those numbers sound okay. Let's see. How's your appetite been since you've been home?
My appetite is fine. But Maria keeps feeding me this ridiculous soft diet. I don't like it. But I tell her, I could swallow, okay? I'm fine.
His appetite is awful. He hardly eats anything. Tomas, you start coughing when you don't watch your diet. I see you sneaking food that you should not eat. And you still having problems swallowing and drinking too much beer. I found 3 or 4 empty cans every day. Plus, you also have your tooth pain. I just don't even know how you chew your food.
What kind of dental problems are you having?
Well, my teeth are not so good. I don't have insurance. So
Dental insurance.
So with the stroke and the Parkinson's, it's hard to go ahead and brush my teeth. And after the stroke, my mouth is dry. But I manage okay.
I'm sorry to hear that. You know, we'll work with our other healthcare professionals to help you with some of those issues. Now, who does the grocery shopping?
Maria. She doesn't let me drive, so she does the shopping.
Well, we can have a registered dietitian work with you and discuss some of your food choices. And a speech language pathologist continue to help you with some of your swallowing issues. Now, I've reviewed your medication list here. Can I see all of your prescription bottles to make sure that they're correct?
All my medications are over there in the kitchen table.
Do you use a pill box, Mr. Gonzalez? How do you know when to take your medications?
I try to remember. Maria helps me.
Ay, Tomás. No me dejas ayudarte. You keep telling me that you can do this on your own. Your pills are a mess.
Exageras, Maria.
We'll work together on a better way to organize your prescriptions in a pill box. I can work with you and your wife to make it a little bit easier. Mr. Gonzalez, are you having any problems with your memory? Do you remember to take your medications on time?
I try to remember. Sometimes I forget things. With a stroke, it's hard to remember.
Tomas, you still having some issues forgetting words. I can still see you struggling to remember.
Maria, exageras. She exaggerates. I'm fine.
Are you experiencing any other pain or problems?
No. All I want is to go back to work. Ever since the stroke, it's been hard. But I just want to go back to work. I want to go ahead and get my family, provide for my family.
Tomas, no worries. We will be just fine.
Now, we can have a social worker assist you with those financial issues. Now, I do have a few more questions about your background and family. Now, I'm going to share this information with the social worker and the other members of your healthcare team that's going to be working with you. Can you tell me a little bit about your work history?
Yeah. I was actually had a business, a roofing business. I actually employed people. Even as I was getting older, I did the jobs. But I had to let it go 3 years ago. After
The stroke, the Parkinson, after the Parkinson. It just became too hard for him to do everything that was needed. But he still has to get a job because his social security wasn't enough for us to pay all the bills. So he was working at Target as a janitor for the last couple of years. So we were hoping that he can return there once he get out of the hospital. And they thought that he might be able to, he might be eligible for the short-term disability, but that didn't happen.
Okay, well, thank you very much for that information, Mrs. Gonzalez. Mr. Gonzalez, how much money were you making?
I was making $13 an hour, working 30 hours per week. And I made $1,300, $1,300 a month. And I was also getting my Social Security, $600 for Social Security.
Do you receive Social Security, Mrs. Gonzalez, or do you have any other income?
No, I don't, but when I turn 65, can I apply, right?
Yes, you can. Now, what about food stamps? Do you receive those or any other type of assistance?
No, we don't qualify for food stamps. Not since last time that I checked 2 years ago.
Okay. It says here you were in the military. Have you checked into any VA benefits?
Yeah, I was in the Army from 1973 to 1984. We checked into the VA, but I heard it's a pain in the ass to apply, so we never bother.
I have heard that before. But the fact is that you may qualify for VA benefits that could assist you with some of your care should you need it. And also provide a stipend for your wife since she's your primary caregiver. Now, how long have you two been married, Mr. Gonzalez?
Married? 23? No, 25 years.
Ay, por Dios, Tomás. We're gonna have 30 years this month. We have 2 children, but both of them live out of state.
That's wonderful. Now, Let me ask you, Mr. Gonzalez, are you dressing yourself and taking your own showers? I know you mentioned Mrs. Gonzalez does all of the cooking.
Yeah, I can dress myself and I can clean myself. No. I'm gonna get some water.
I need to remind him to clean himself up and help him. He can't get into the shower by himself. He also needs help to get dressed, and he can't put his clothes on. And I have to do all the cooking and all the housework.
Mr. Gonzalez, are you getting out of the house at all? Have you stopped doing things that you used to do?
No, like I told you, she does all the shopping. And I feel really bad about myself right now.
No te preocupes, Tomas. We will figure this out together. You just need to give yourself some time. You just got here, home.
Mr. Gonzalez, have you ever been hospitalized or treated for depression?
He was assigned to a counselor years ago. He wouldn't go. But he was some medications for antidepressant.
Antidepressants?
He was taking that medication, and that seems to help. He seems happy when he's busy working. You know, he gets so excited when the kids visit, and he loves my cooking. So I cook a lot of rice and a lot of beans. You know, it is soft food, and that helps too with
Maria! That's my business.
Tomas. She needs to know everything so she can help you.
I'll be contacting you shortly. We'll set up those appointments, okay? Thank you so much for meeting with me today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Gracias.
All right.
Muchas gracias.
Have a wonderful day.
You too. Bye.